What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy LMD with LMD Trading, and we are back to get another daily trade review out of the way. And we are closing this week out with a green day recap. Closing the day out up 103.70. Took quite a few trades today, just trading two stocks, and fairly efficient trading today. Did take I think one red trade, and then the rest of them was either green or flat. I did break my trading plan again today. I might need to go in and change something in my trading plan because I hate saying that I break my trading plan every day. But broke it in the sense that I took maybe one or two more trades than what my plan has been revised to say. I say I want to take 4 trades a day. Exclamation, or not exclamation, I guess asterisks. So 4 trades with an asterisk. If I take 4 trades, if I do take another trade after taking 4 winning trades, that 5th trade will be half size. Today, I think my 3rd trade I went in half size. So I took that half size a little earlier. But let's go ahead. Let's jump on into Thinkorswim real quick. Get these trades recapped. Getting this thing out the way late tonight. It is like 11 o'clock. It's been a very busy day for me today. Just been moving all day. I actually just came from a Shriners event. You see, I got my Shriners shirt on. So let's go ahead and get this thing out the way. But y'all know how I like to do. I like to take a look at the SPY just to kind of see how the SPY traded today. And the SPY traded ugly, y'all. We see that the SPY pre-market flushed ugly. And this flushed on some news. Let's take a peek, see what it says here in Thinkorswim. Core PPI data report was released around that 8:30 time. I guess the market didn't like whatever that news was, and it reacted, and it flushed. But then, by the time the market opened, it had kind of recovered a little bit. But it did open below this white line. So it was gapping down. We see that it kind of chopped its way back up, kind of just trading right around previous close, got above it, traded right around previous high of day, could never break it, started pulling back down. Again, now it then got below previous close. The floor has now become the ceiling. It can't get back above the ceiling. And as we get closer to the end of the day, it just tanks out. And guess where it tanks to? Previous low of day. Market closes. Now, previous low of day, ceiling or floor now becomes the ceiling. It's trying to fight to get back above it. It doesn't, and then boom. Market closes at 8 o'clock on Fridays, and this thing sells off to a point of 392.55. So that was a SPY. But another thing I want to look at real quick. Let's maximize this one. If y'all remember, I drew this V. Well, this V is actually really a W. And let's look at it real quick. So back over here in August, the SPY started selling off right as it retested this huge moving average. And let's click it real quick, see what it is. It's the 200. That is the 200 moving average. It rejected it, and then it got in this down channel. Kind of jumped out right there. Next day, it was like, nope, huge gap back down. Let's get back in there. Traded back down. Then we finally got a higher high. pulls back, we get fairly even low. And then we change transitions. And now we get back in this uptrend in this channel. Never really breaking out of it, just retesting it every time it comes to it. But look at over here today. It has broken out of the channel with a top and tail on decent volume, more volume than the previous days. And this tail does not really have, or this candle really does not have a wick at the bottom of it. I call that, when it has that wick at the bottom, that's indecision. This one didn't really close with no indecision. This closed with strong selling pressure. So Monday, will we see the SPY come down and retest 390? Will it come down and retest 390? Or will the buyers step back in and try to get this back into the channel? Thing with getting it back in the channel is you got the 200 right there. So it's going to probably bump its head right there. Or does this just fail and just go to the depths? We shall see. If you caught Live Trader's weekly lecture, he posed the question, is the stock market random? And the consensus is yes, it is random. And those are the random ideas that what the SPY can do next week. So let's be on the lookout for that. But let's go ahead. Let's jump into our trades that we took today. We traded Amazon, took one trade. Let me bring that back down. We traded Amazon and we traded DVN. So let's go ahead. Let's get this one trade on Amazon reviewed, and then we'll take a peek at DVN. So Amazon, we got in at 89.52. This was a fairly aggressive entry because Amazon, look where previous close is at. It's above us, which means that Amazon was gapping down when it opened. I got in as it was breaking VWAP. Very, very aggressive. We had no confirmation that this was headed back into an uptrend, but got in right there, 100 shares. So we risking 50 cents, 89.52. So stop is going to be at 89. Stop is down here, 89.02. And this thing made a nice move up to previous day's close, and it didn't really hold it. And I got out at $90.02 right there as it was pushing back down. Next candle tried to fight its way back up, but right there was locking in 1R. So you see we made exactly $50. We were risking 50 and we made 50. And then this thing literally just chopped around VWAP all day. Just chopped around VWAP literally all day. Kind of made this little breakdown, but nah, wasn't nothing really to look at. But also traded DVN. So let's take a peek at these trades on DVN. Took a couple of stabs at this one. I don't think I want to review all of them, but there are some key ones that I do want to review. So first one that we took, 61.67. Getting in as this is rejecting the VWAP. 100 shares, that's a 50-cent stop. So stop would have been at 62.17. 62.17. So just to give you an idea, that's right there. This thing never would have stopped us out, y'all. Never would have stopped us out. Risking $50. Stop's going to be up there. Ended up getting out flat though. Made like $4. Got in 61.67. Set the stop to break even. got out 61.63. Okay, no harm, no foul. Let's try it again. This time, I get in 50 shares. I'm not risking $1. I still have my same 50-cent stop, but I'm only risking half the number of shares. So 50-cent stop. Stop is going to be 62.12. 62.12, right? I stop out on this. I'm going to highlight this. You see, I shorted that 50 shares at 61.62. I stopped out 50 shares at 62.03. I had my stop in the wrong place on the ladder. I should not have stopped out in this trade. I should not have stopped out. And this thing was money. Money, money, money. But no harm, no foul. Let's take a look at the last trade, because we did take a couple other trades right up in here. But let's look at the last trade. 61.67. Getting in right here. I'm getting in because this is failing the 9 moving average. The buyers could not get this back up to VWAP. Look at all of these candles here where they were kind of testing VWAP and failing. Buyers couldn't even get it above the 9. So getting in right there, 100 shares. So we risking 50 cents again. And this thing just finally catches the traction I've been looking for. Now, had I just got in right here, I wouldn't have had to fool with none of this. Because look at the amount. We got in over here, 61.67. Getting in over here, same exact location, 61.67. We rode this bad boy down, and then we got this big flush. And I end up getting out at 60.96 right there. Hindsight, I should have put my stop just over the whole number. Why stop out and not give this a chance to see if the buyers are even going to try to fight to get this above $61? So you look at this next candle, the high of it is $61 even. Next candle here, the high is 60.97. Had I put my stop at 61.05, I would have stayed in this trade a little bit longer and made a little bit more money. So that was something that I thought about after the fact. I'm like, man, I really should have put my stop at like 62.05, 62.03, just on that side of the whole number to see if the buyers are actually going to try to push that back up, because they never did. But that was it. We were done before 10:30 this morning. Ended up sitting around in the Discord, myself, Evan, and Jonathan, just kind of looking at charts. Like I said yesterday, Jonathan, he's a fairly young guy, but he's been trading for a while. So he has some good experience. And I am never one to think that I can't take knowledge from somebody that's younger than me if they got that wisdom. So we were looking at Netflix, though. So I want to look at Netflix real quick before I shut it down. Looking at Netflix, and Jonathan was just kind of discussing where he would have took an entry at, or kind of took a couple of entries. So for him, he would have taken an entry around this 9:45-ish. Let me pull up the 1 minute real quick. And he kind of walked through why he would have did it, because you see here on the 1 minute, you're getting this nice bottom and tail kind of firming this area up. When I was looking at the chart, I'm like, this is kind of in a downtrend. But he was like, no, you're getting a higher low overall in the big picture. And where I really saw it at was, and he was more so saying that he probably would have been getting in around this 950 area. But if you come up and look at the 5, you are getting a higher low on the 5. So he would have been getting in here. And I was telling him, me personally, I probably would have been getting in up here off the 5-minute chart on this little buy setup. And it made me realize something, because he was saying he may have been scaling in and out of this off of this move. And he was like, I would have got back in right here. And it made me think about something. We could be taking the same basic trade, and he's in here, I'm in here. He's making maybe 5R while I'm only making 2R, because I'm missing all of this move. So I was like, yeah, I need to look into that. And one of the things, when I play my options, I do kind of play my options like that. I'm buying into what looks like a dead move to know that it's going to push back higher. So I need to kind of work on that on my stock plays, which I plan on doing Monday. I'm kind of feeling good. I feel good about this week. Felt fairly good about this week. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I bought a stove on Black Friday, and I need to get it wired up. It's in there. I need to go take the cord off my old one and put it on this one. I don't know. It's 11:15. I might wait and do that in the morning. But appreciate y'all watching as always. If you hadn't already hit that like button, please do so. Please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Hope y'all had a good week in the market. Hope y'all have an even better weekend. And we'll be back at it again on Monday. Peace.